Hey, this is Coach Sherry. All right, Valentine's Day is coming tomorrow, and I want to talk about Valentine's Day because this is a celebration, a specific day that, 9 times out of 10, I dreaded because it reminded me just how miserable I was. Now, whose fault is that? It actually comes down to being my fault. So, a couple of things and memories that I want to talk about on Valentine's Day, and then hear me out till the end because it's really valuable information I'm going to share with you. First of all, when I was a kid, Valentine's Day was fun. We got candy, we got to do Valentine's, give Valentine's cards out at school and all that kind of stuff. And that's where it starts setting in our stigma of what we need to expect on Valentine's Day. Be mine, basically, do you like me? I like you, so on and so forth. And that's where it was kind of that expectation was being set. Even though we're kids, we didn't think anything of it. We thought the cards were cool and so on and so forth. My sister's birthday is on Valentine's Day. And I remember I would always get the square cake for my birthday because it's in December. And usually a chocolate cake or something. But Sandy would get, I remember she had this doll cake. It was Valentine's Day, and I'm sure where they got this cake, it was beautiful. And I felt jealous. It's like, I've never had a doll cake ever in my entire life. And when you're a kid and you're a girl, well, that's just like the next best thing to chocolate cake. So anyway, I found myself feeling jealousy on Valentine's Day because Sandy had these really pretty, cool cakes. But that wasn't her fault or anyone else's. It was just my own insecurity, really, when you think about it. As I grew older and I would be in relationships, well, Valentine's Day became a big disappointment. Now, why? Because 9 times out of 10, the expectations weren't being met, or I was fighting with a boyfriend, or I just broke up, or I found out they were actually cheating with someone else. So that always left this stigma that, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day reminds me that I'm lonely, I'm miserable, so on and so forth. I could go on and on, but why? Here's when I really realized that it was really up to me to enjoy the day and not label and attach so many expectations and a stigma to it, was when I decided, you know what? I don't want to date anybody for I went 6.5 years without dating anybody so that I could just get my head straight and get to know who I am. What do I like? What do I want? And then when Valentine's Day rolled around, obviously I had no expectations, so I had no disappointments. And there were little pieces where I felt lonely, like, boy, I wish I had somebody to share Valentine's with, or someone would send me flowers. And I think those are normal feelings and normal expectations that we would want. But the main thing is that it makes me realize that when you find somebody and you fall in love with somebody, it's that giddy feeling that you get, like, oh, wow, you're the answer to my prayers. Because of you, I am happy. And then when you don't have that person, you're not happy. So I put all of the responsibility on the person I was involved with at the time to be my happiness. And that is so wrong. That's why I always ended up so disappointed from one bad relationship to another, because all the responsibility for being happy, I put on them. And that's wrong. We can't do that. Just because someone makes us feel happy, giddy, in love, that feeling never lasts. And we expect them to continue to make us feel that way. It's not realistic. It's not part of life. It's a great feeling to be happy, giddy, feel like you're in love, but it doesn't last. And it's really just the beginning. And, I think by nature, we're designed to feel that way. However, the reality is that when you have somebody in your life, they should complement you. They should add to your life. But it is not up to them to make your happiness. And, right now with my husband, it's perfect. It's perfect because, yeah, he gets on my nerves sometimes, and I get on his nerves. He's not perfect, which I actually like. He's human, but I'm going to tell you one thing. That man loves me. And we go about our lives. He lives his life. I live my life. But yet, even though we are complete opposites, we somehow complement each other. And this is a kind of love where I hold no expectations. He buys me flowers occasionally without me ever asking him to. And do we have the most perfect romantic relationship? No. But do I know he loves me? Yes, I do. And he knows I love him. And so therefore, that in itself creates this true happiness. So I just want you to think about this, maybe lower your expectations, get to know who you are. And I know people have been talking self-love and it's talked to death sometimes, but really you are responsible for your life. You're responsible for your own happiness. Get to know who you are. And then you will find that person, the person who is not perfect, has flaws, may even get on your nerves, but nevertheless complements your life. And within that, you're going to find love and true happiness. Have an amazing day. And I do wish much love to all of you. Take care. Bye-bye.